Okay, hi guys, welcome to another superb tech section. And this, as always, is on Microsoft ecosystem and Microsoft solution. So I'm super happy to have you on this video. And as you can see on the caption, yeah, today we'll be doing integration with Facebook. I'm so excited for that. It's really a cool one. So it's going to be a great video, and it's going to help you enhance your customer service requests coming in from your social media platforms. And you should know how large your customers use Facebook, right? And having them to be able to reach out to you directly, and for an agent to be in communication with them from Facebook, all sitting on CRM, it's super exciting. And I hope you really love that experience. So in my previous video, you could just check on the link or go through my videos. You see where we did the one on live chats. So when your customers go to your web page, but some will say, I basically have less traction from my website. A lot of my users or a lot of my customers are on Facebook. How do I also bring their own requests in, just like we have the live chat? This video is actually for you, right? So I'm going to be walking you through how you integrate dynamic CRM, which is the Omnichannel in this case, to your Facebook. So from your Facebook page, when your customers click on the message icon and they start chatting, you want either an agent or a bot to be able to respond to them. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you when it's connected directly to agents. Then in my other videos, you can also see where I made communication with bots. So I'm going to show you how you're going to set up everything from scratch, as we always do. So the business requirement here is we have customers on Facebook, and we also want to be able to reach out to them. So where we're going to be starting today is from the Facebook developer end. Yeah. So for you to be able to connect with your Facebook page and all that, you need a developer account. So I already have one. So you could just look up on Meta to be able to see how you could spin up one for yourself. And trust me, all I'm going to be showing you today, you could test that even with a test developer account, which you'll be seeing, which is what I'm going to be doing. So quickly, let me just go down to so we just go to the developer account page. I just go here. All right, so this is the Facebook developer page. I've already spun up my test account. So the first thing you need to do for you to be able to integrate with Facebook, you need to have an app sitting on the Facebook developer platforms, which you'll be using to do all your connections. So to go over that, you just go to the top right corner here where I'm hovering the mouse. Yeah, so over here where you see I'm hovering the mouse, you can just go there and you see my app. So I'll click on my apps. Okay, when that loads, this is the page it greets you with if you have any previous. So this is one of the previous app I've built. So I'll just click on create app here at the top right. So it asks you what you want to use the app for, right? So this first two doesn't meet to the requirements we want, so it's others. So I'll just click on order and click next. So when you click on next, then it now asks you what type of app you want to build. So in our case, we want to build a business app. We want to be interacting with customers using the messaging app. So I'll just select this and click on next. Then I'd say we should give our app a name. So I'll just call this Royal Tech app. Okay, Royal Tech, let me call this CRM app. So I'll just leave everything as this and click on create app. So I've created the app. Voila. So this is where our app sits. So just a quick checks, right? So this is our app ID, which we'll be using in CRM when we get down to CRM. Other things you could go check out. If you come down here, you could see this is the app ID. Also, let me just show you. We have something called the app secret. So when we are creating our account on CRM to be able to integrate with this, we need all this. So now that we've done this, so what we actually need, the product we need for this service is the messaging, because just we want to just interact when customers send us a DM directly from our page. So I'll just click on add product here. So I'll scroll down under add product to your app. I'll just go and look for messenger. So you can see the messenger here. I could do setup. Yeah. So as you can see now, I've created the app and I now have the messenger API waiting to be created. So now things we need to configure, we need to configure the webhook, which will be used for the back and forth communication, and also then connect our Facebook page to that. Then when you want to take your app to production, then you could complete the app review and you'll be done with that. So we're done creating our app. One of the things we will need is to configure our webhook. But to configure this, you need your webhook URL, and this will be generated at the CRM end. But let me just click on configure here so you can see what I'm saying. So this callback URL and the verification token will be generated on CRM. So that's what will be used to tie both of them together. So quickly now, we now need to return back to CRM and continue our configuration from there, so we could generate this callback URL that are needed and come back here. So I'll then go back to my CRM environment. So I'll go here. So just go to my environment. So let me just click this. Okay, I already have this open, but let me just come back here so you could get how I had this. I got to that point. So when you log into your environment and possibly you land on any page, what we're looking out for is the customer service admin center. So you click on this this here, so that leads you to all your apps on CRM. Then what you now look out for is your customer service admin center, this one. So you click on this. When you get to your customer service admin center, now on your left hand panel here, you go down to channels. So channels. So when you click on channels, so you have all the kind of channels that will be available. But what we want to create first of all is a messaging account, which is what we use to connect to Facebook. So I'll come here and click on manage. Then I'll add a new account. I'll click on the new account icon. So I'll call this Royal Tech Facebook accounts, right? And now I'll select the channel. So the channel I want to connect to is Facebook. As you can see, Omnichannel is very robust, right? We have a lot of connections. I'll also walk you through the integration with WhatsApp. So from WhatsApp, your customers could reach out to you directly. That will be in subsequent videos. So as always, turn on the subscribe notification so that I could get notified whenever I release new videos. So I'll click on Facebook here. Then I'll enable this and click on next. So it will be asking us for the account details, which is the application ID and the application secret, which I showed you guys earlier. So just go back to our Facebook page, go to our app setting, go to basic. So from basic, now you could see our app ID is this. I'll paste this here, then go back and show the app secret. It's actually going to decommission. Click on this, then go back here and paste your app secrets here. Then click on next. Good. So now it's asking us for the Facebook page that we wish to add here. But we've not created our Facebook page. So we now have to go back to Facebook and quickly spin up a Facebook page for our account. So I'll just go to facebook.com .com here. Yes, so let's just quickly spin up a Facebook page. So I just click on pages and create new page. Then I'll just call this Royal Tech CRM page. Then business category. Just call this Royal Tech. Call technologies. Yep. So bio, you can leave that default. Just click on page. Create Royal Tech CRM. Okay. They've suggested this for us. Let's use his name and see. CRM page. Click on create. So now we are creating our page. Okay, so it says our page is now created. We can add any other thing. So I could just say royaltechhub.com. Just leave everything as default. Always open. Let's click on next. So we want to cover page. So let me just get our company logo. Royal Tech Hub. Okay, we just leave everything as it is. Just click on next. Just keep this and say done. Let's just have that done. Change that later. So great, our Facebook page is here and we're fine now. Not now. So now we can go back to our app setting, and this time we're now going to incorporate both our page on our app and on CRM end. So now we are now going to link the Facebook page we just created on our app, then so that from there we can now proceed back to CRM, as I said earlier on. So I'll go to now, hover down to Messenger, go to your Messenger API settings. Then when you go to the Messenger API settings, then you go to connect your FB page, which is your Facebook page. So we'll go down to generate access token. So just click on connect. So you try to log me in. Now it's okay. I'll continue as Victor. Then tell me which page do I want to merge with this app. So I could just select all this one, then click on continue, and I'll click on save. So with this, I've tied the page with this app I just created. So as you can see now, the page is now here. So I could also generate the web token as the case may be. So now you go back to CRM. So now CRM is asking us to add the page in which we want to link to this channel. So I'll just click on add page. So the page name is Royal Tech CRM page. That's the page name. So we go back to pick the page ID, come here. This is the page ID. So I've copied page ID, this one. So if you just hover over the ID, you'll be able to copy it. So yeah, just copy the page ID, come back here, I'll paste the page ID, then go back to get the access token. So this is the token, so I can generate it. Don't generate. Just click on understand, copy this, click on done, go back to your page, click on this and paste. and say add. So this is now going to add the page for us that we are trying to link to our channel. So just give it some minutes to provision, and we'll then move down to the callback information settings. So the callback is to tie for the webhook such that when messages are coming, it will have like a recall information. So our page has now been added. So now click on next to set the, so now this is the callback URL we'll be using for the callback to this Facebook account, and this is the verification token. So I'll copy this callback URL and go back to our Facebook page. Now configure our webhook. So paste this on your callback URL, then go back here, verify token, copy this, come down to your verify token, paste it here, and click on verify so that it does the sync and checks the information you've provided. Okay, so our webhook verification is now set. As you can see, everything is fine here. Then we go back to CRM, and we can see what we've done. We can click on then done. Let me try this again. I think let's refresh this. Yes, so this was the account we just created, and our account configuration, it's now done. So the last thing we need to do is we need to go back to our webhook and enable messages, the messages endpoints. So just go down here, then go to webhook fields and click on manage. So just scroll down. We want information we want to pick. Let's say we pick group fields, subscribe to group fields, then also subscribe to all message contexts, deliveries, message echoes, and go down to message reactions, message fields, and messages. This is the key one we need. Message account linking, message customer, message handovers, messaging, and then messaging and options. Then subscribe also to your messaging trend, messaging policy, message post back, and also messaging referrals. I think I've subscribed to this. Okay, I think that's basically all the fields we need to subscribe to for our webhook URL, and I can then close this. Yeah, so you see all the fields you've selected here, and voila, that's all. So now we don't need to test and see this information coming into our agents, right? So to be able to do that, as always, you need a workstream. So you could check my previous video on creating workstream and all what workstream entails. So I'll just go back to CRM now, then go to workstreams, then create a new, I'll be creating a new workstream. So I'll create a new workstream so that with this we can now, so what the workstream will now do is when this information is coming, it can now route it to an agent. We can put all our customization. If you have a bot, you can also put that on that workstream so that any communication that's coming from Facebook hits a bot first before it's then added over to an agent. So you can check my videos on how you can embed bots on your workstream so that your customer service agents are relieved. So the bot does a lot of the first interface and then picks up from there. We can check that in my subsequent videos. So I'll click on new workstream. So I'll call this Facebook workstream, right? Then I'll click this as messaging. Then it tells me the channel I want from. I want to pick from Facebook. I want it to be a push. Then agent supports. Created this queue before, so you click on create. Okay, so our workstream is now created. So we just need to configure and set the configuration up. So the first thing is set up Facebook. So enter this as Royal Tech CRM, right? Then I'll click on next. So the available Facebook pages we've linked on the CRM system now is this one, which is one we just created. So I'll click on this. I'll click on next. I want English. So the behavior, do you want some custom automated messages? You want some post conversation survey so that when the customer is done, it gives it a survey or some automatic response that you want to have. So you could add them all here, but I'll leave everything as default. I'll click on next. Do you want file attachments to be turned off? Do you want Facebook message tags? So I'll just leave everything as default. Click on next, then click on create channel, and voila, that my channel is done. So I've created my channel. Next is routing it. So as you can see, when I was creating the workstream the first time, I set it to automatically route to agent support chat queue, which is a fallback queue. So I'll just create a route to set. So I'll just say route to agent again. So I'll just hit create here. So I'll click on create rule, and this time I'm just going to name this rule I'll call it again something route to agent rule, something like this, and click on add a rule. So this time we'll just be checking. We don't have like let's say highly complex condition. So I'll just check for when the created on has a date. I know for sure this must always happen. Created on contains data, then I'll just route it to that same queue, then click on create. So with this now, any message I get from Facebook that comes into the system will come as a chat and to be assigned to an agent in this queue. So let's just check the queue, then I'll sign in as an agent so we can now test and see right how the communication will be flowing from Facebook down here. So if I come into my queue, I can see that I have this CRM agent here. So now let me sign into this agent's profile. That should be this. Okay, just a minute. So we can see that this is the agent I have assigned to that. So let's just go back to the workstream so I could just give you some context on what is going on inside the workstream. So when I go to the workstream, you can see work distribution. So after setting your route to queue, you could reconfigure this. So auto close after inactivity. So if there's a chat that's been running for like 2 days, if there's no response after 2 days, then to close that activity. So you can see you could also update this. So I could reduce the number of days. If after 1 minute there's no response again, then it should automatically close the activity. So you can put the time you want. Then your work distribution, this one is default at the point of creating case. So you have push and you have pick. So you could check all this on my video, which we discussed about workstream creations and queue and all that. So we have all this set. Now I'm going to sign into this agent that is in this route to queue so we could test this in action. So let me drag the agent screen here. So this is the agent now, and the agent is in Omnichannel. Its availability is set to available. So this is person's presence. So click on OK. So the person is now at the workstation waiting to receive any correspondence that comes from your Facebook end. So I'll now go back to Facebook. Then go to switch to this account. Switch to Victor. So now I'm as a user trying to access this page. So this is the page. So when I click on messages here, now I want to reach out to Royal Tech Hub agent support. So I'll just say, hello, Royal Tech Support. I need help. So now let's see what the agent is seeing. Okay. Yeah, so also before we receive our message, so that we're able to drop in, we need to pass in the the fields also for the page. So I'll just add subscriptions here. I want messages, I want virtually everything here. Check out referrals, handover. So we want all this. So just select everything, inbox, and click on confirm. Yes. So now we now have our fields added to this. So now we can go back and check and test our notification. Yes. So now we're back to the Facebook page. To be able to test in development, you need to use the accounts that it's actually the developer account, which is part of the test user. You can't actually text from an account that is not the owner of the page and the developer account, except when you go live. And before you go live, you need to turn on the from development, toggle it to live. So let's just go back here and click on hi. Say hello, Royal Tech Support, like this. Click on this. So when we go back here now, okay, so since we've sent the message from here, so we just go back to our support queue. So this is the agent, so we just wait for the message to drop. Yeah, so we can now see that the request is now coming in from Facebook, and the agent is going to accept it. So you can see Facebook request from Victor Guche, incoming conversation. So I will just click on accept. So it opens up the chat panel, so you can see that it's now a Facebook conversation, and see what I said from the other end I'm chatting from. So hello Royal Tech Support, I need help. So the agent can now respond from here and say, hi Victor, how can we help you today? Click on enter. When I go back to the Facebook, and this is Facebook, you can see the response coming from the agent, and you can see it's Realtech. This is responding as Realtech page. So you say, hi Victor, how can we help you today? So I need help with setting up our company's Dynamics CRM org. So with this, I go down here to the agent, and the agent can say okay, yeah, we can help you on that, right? What on that full stop? What is the size of your org? So basically, these are the transactions, and the information will go back and forth based on the configuration we made. So your agents are able to reach out to you directly. Your customers, are able to reach out to you directly from Facebook, and you'll be able to pick them up as a customer service rep on your end, based on whatever platform. So this is one of the great powers of Omnichannel and how it helps. So basically, in the course of your configuration, let me just go back to Facebook. So key things to note is, when you're done with your Facebook URL, ensure you set up your webhook fields and also your webhook subscriptions here. And when all that is done, then you can create your work stream. Then you can run tests with your agent. As you can see, the messages are now coming in from from the pages. So thank you very much for staying through to the end. So if you've not subscribed, ensure you subscribe. I'll be releasing quite a handful of videos in regards to Omnichannel, and to give you enormous power in regards to having a great customer satisfaction. So thank you for staying with us. Do share this video with as many that you want them to leverage on this power of Omnichannel in Microsoft Dynamics to give an excellent customer experience. So thank you, and see you in our next video. Bye guys.